Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm not in school because I got the stomach bug. Gross. On Thursday. And it's still due. I had it before in like, oh, also we're doing my nails. Trying to. These are the only two polishes that I have, and we're gonna make it work. But I'm not gonna elaborate on the stomach bug because it was so bad, but I've had it before. This round, let me just say, I was shocked at what is inside of my body. Enough about that. Today, we're going to be talking about something really, really important issue. We will be talking about my jaw surgery. Okay, I'm redoing this. Pretty big part of my life, because I had braces for 8 years. And I waited to get the surgery for 3, and it was like my biggest insecurity, my jaw. Put some pictures here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I didn't take very good care of my teeth. Which was kind of gross, but I do now. I would always cover my mouth when I would talk and smile and laugh, and I hated my braces because I got them on in 5th grade, and I thought I was like hot shit because that's when everybody wanted to have braces and whatnot. And then come 7th grade, when I switched schools, I was like, okay, I'm over this. I don't want this, whatever. I wasn't a looker until I got, well, I'm not saying like, oh my god, I'm so hot. No. I'm just saying, obviously I looked a lot better after getting plastic surgery. It is considered plastic surgery, but it was like needed, like it was covered by insurance and all of that good stuff, because if I kept I had an underbite. If I kept my underbite, like if I didn't fix it, then I would have breathing problems down the line. We're doing little designs. This is gonna look so bad. And I had to keep on my braces I got them off in November, so I had to keep them on for 6 months after, which is like the standard. This surgery, although I'm so incredibly grateful for it, it was torturous. Holy shit. Every single part of the process. Like, this is the greatest gift that has ever been given to me, and like I am forever grateful for it. But it was torture. So I had to prep for it, and I had to go to like classes at the hospital. It's a major surgery. They're literally like changing your face. Also, I hope you guys realize that when they do jaw surgery, at least on me, they moved the upper jaw forward. When I was passed out on the table, whatever, they're doing their surgery, there was a point where they saw it off and they take it out of your skull. And I didn't know that until like after I got it, and I remember like hearing like, oh my god. And I had to get completely liquid diet. My jaw was wired shut for like 2 months, so it was completely wired shut. I couldn't open it. I had to syringe all my nutrients, and I couldn't just like drink it. I had to like shoot it to the back of my throat because, like, you know, you're wired. It was horrible. My dignity was lost. guys, this isn't funny. This is bad. I was in a lot of pain because my jaw was just surgically broken. It was definitely a big adjustment because I talk so much. Oh my god. I also go to the gym every day. I wasn't allowed to work out for like a few months. So I lost a lot of weight because of the liquid diet, and I lost all my gains. I lost all my progress, and I couldn't even like get it back. Also, they put me on narcotics, and oh my god, the narcotics, the anesthesia, and the liquid diet all combined, dude, and I have IBS too, my stomach was messed up. And then I literally died. Like, not like, oh my god, like literally I died, but like I genuinely, like, I like medically, clinically, whatever you want to call it, like I genuinely died. And let me tell you about that. Okay, I want to do like a little swirl, but like I don't know if I have the skill to do that. 4 days after, I'm still, the swelling. Let me just show you. I was in pain. It's 4 days after my surgery. I get this pain in my stomach, and I'm like, okay, whatever, like I know I'm gonna have like digestive issues, whatever. And so I go up to my room. I'm like, I'm just gonna like lay down. I'm laying in my bed, and it gets so bad that I literally cannot move. Like, I'm laying there, tears streaming out of my Latina eyes. I can't talk, I can't move, I can't pick up my phone to text mom or anything. And genuinely, that was the worst pain of my entire life. Holy shit, dude. Eventually, I was up there for like an hour, just like in indescribable anguish. And my godmother comes up, and she sees me, and I'm literally like laying, there's like tears like streaming down my eyes. I can't turn to look at her or anything. She's like, oh my god. She gets my mom. We call the like advice nurse, whatever, and they're like, bro, you need to take her to the ER. And we're like, okay. And then my mom is like driving me, whatever, and the ER that is like covered by the ER that, oh my god, these look so bad. The ER that's covered by our insurance is like 30-40 minutes away. She's like driving, whatever, and I'm literally in the most indescribable pain, dude. And I'm like sat there, like I can't move, and thank god I wasn't like nauseous or anything, but like my mom had brought like a vomit bag just like in case. And I'm yelling at her. I'm like, please call the ambulance. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, please call the ambulance. And I'm on the verge of passing out from the pain. And then I start projectile vomiting. And mind you, my jaw is wired shut. I am like unable to open it. I'm not supposed to open it. Like, there's no way for me to. So it's just like, and it's I would not wish that upon anybody. And you know when you like throw up and you're like, oh, you know, my stomach was already hurting so bad, and the like contraction, cute. Not really at all, but like it's okay. What I forgot to literally include is that I was overdosing on the opioids that they gave me, because like they just like stayed in my body and like built up and like whatever. So that's some context. I never actually said that in the video, so that's what's going on. And I was like sobbing, crying, and I was like hunched over my like barf bag, and I'm like, I locked in, because we had like 15 minutes to go to like get to the hospital. And I was like, you know what, like I can do it, whatever. And so we get there finally, and I try to get out of the car, and I'm like, no. And my mom's like yelling at the people at the hospital. She's like, can somebody get a wheelchair, like whatever. And they get this wheelchair, and my mom like carries me into it. She was such a freaking superstar all throughout my recovery, but especially that day. And she's carries me into the, okay, this needs to stop, into the wheelchair. And I don't know. Apparently there's like a difference between emergency rooms and, what is it? Emergency room and, I'll find it. The one that I was in, there's a line. There's literally a line to go like sign in, whatever. I'm having a medical emergency. Like, you really expect me to get up out of my wheelchair, wait and stand in this line to fill out some papers, and then go get emergency medical treatment? No. So there's nothing we can do. I'm sat in my wheelchair and we're waiting in this line, and indescribable pain. I'm drenched in sweat and I'm freezing. I'm like shaking. I'm drenched in sweat and I'm like, ugh, and it's horrible. And I feel myself like I've passed out my fair share of times. I know what it feels like to pass out. This was not that. This was terrifying. My vision starts to like come in, and then I like start losing all of my senses. And I'm blind, I can't see. And I start screaming, I'm like, I can't see. And I can't taste, I can't hear, I lose all of my senses. But I hear my mom, because I could still hear, I hear my mom. She's like, please, like, we need like a doctor or whatever. And I had no senses except for hearing. And so they wheeled me into the ER, whatever. And the last thing I heard before I is they're like, go to this club. I'm like, what the hell is that even? And then I just like am out. I'm unconscious. But it wasn't like when you're unconscious, you kind of just are out and then you're back in. But this was way different because I was just like existing in this like nothing. Like, it's really hard to describe, but then I was in this nothing, and I wake up naked on a gurney, and I have hella needles in me and like IVs and like, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, the first thing I like realize when I wake up is like, I'm like naked and my mom's right there, and she didn't know about either of these. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm lucky that she found out that I have a tattoo literally while I'm on my deathbed, so that went well. And like now I don't really like hide anything from her at all, and like we actually kind of really bonded over it. Like, obviously she was mad because, are you kidding? But like, so that sucked. Back to the hospital. This is a little time jump backwards. Right after my surgery, I was still like on the anesthesia, and I felt like stupid. Like, I felt like a child, and they wheeled me down and my mom picked me up, whatever, and I was listening to like my Mexican music that my mom and I love, and I was like singing my heart out, like through my like wired teeth and my huge face on the way home from the hospital. And I got home, I just passed out. Dude, sleeping, it's like when you get your wisdom teeth out, you have to like sleep at an angle, and I actually use this thing. I love this thing. And I've been using it to sleep because I have the stomach virus, and like your nausea is not as bad if you're like upright. And it was during the summer too, so it was like really hot, and I was like, I would have to do ice on my face for the first 2 days, and then I did heat, and that sucked, dude. I was literally confined to my couch because you aren't really allowed to like do any physical activity. The most I was allowed to do is go on a walk for 15 minutes, and I would do that. I would like call my friends and like go on my walk, or my brother would come with me. And my friends are so sweet. My closest friends would literally drive over to my house, park their car, and then, oh, I forgot to do this, they'd park their car and go on like a walk with me, which was actually the sweetest thing. And since I couldn't really go out and see anybody, or like go out in public because I literally looked horrifying, my friends would come and we'd just sit in their car and just talk. And I even wrote like some of my college like supplements on it. Like, I had nothing to offer. I was ugly, I was boring, I couldn't really talk, and my friends and my family just like were there and they just gave me everything, and it was the sweetest thing ever. Well, my swelling went down completely after like 4 months, because my swelling went down a lot faster than most people because I hated it. I hated being swollen, so I got like this lymphatic massager thing. I had the bromelain, is what's in pineapples. You know, when you're gonna get your wisdom teeth out, you're supposed to chug pineapple juice because like it's an anti-inflammatory. Bromelain is literally the thing that does that. So I got that. I blended up a bunch of bromelain pills and I would take it 4 times a day in water, and I did all this stuff. I did my massages, whatever, and even my surgeon was like, whoa, like, I'm shocked at how well you're doing, because usually it takes 9 months for your swelling to be completely gone, and I haven't even have I hit 9 months? Yeah, and like, not to flex or anything, but my swelling is down, and also it probably helps that I'm like young, so I'm like limber and whatnot. But I don't know, I hated the swelling. I looked really goofy for a while. But overall, like I said in the beginning, this was the biggest gift that could ever be given to me. Like my confidence now, I had never really been confident and really like secure in myself throughout like my childhood and my adolescence and my like being a teenager until I got my braces off. Even after my jaw surgery, it like healed. I wasn't swollen anymore. I still had my braces on until November, and I wasn't really confident at all until I had the full like smile, my jaws fixed and everything, and it did change my life. Like even months and months after having my surgery, I still like, I look at my teeth and like I feel super egotistical because like I'll look at myself and I'll just like spend not hours, I'll spend like time just looking at myself in the mirror and like just appreciating how my face turned out and the gift that I was like able to receive, because I had gone through pretty much half of my life not liking the way that my face looks and how my teeth look and covering my mouth and everything, and just the freedom from that and the ability to actually like enjoy my face and love how I look is like, it is, oh my god, it's something that I'm gonna carry with me like my entire life. Like this is literally like the most significant thing to ever happen in my life. And I know I'm only 17, so like I probably have a lot, but in like years that are so like foundational and pivotal, like literally like your high school years, your teenage years, to have that happen during that is like crazy. And I get to go to prom. That was a huge thing, is that my surgery kept getting pushed back, and it was originally supposed to be in April, and then it was May, and then it was June, and we finally were able to get it in June. But you had to like buy prom tickets before a certain date, and I couldn't buy them because my jaw surgery was literally scheduled for that day, and then it got pushed back, whatever. But I didn't want to go to prom having braces and having my underbite and everything, and just I literally missed prom because I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't like the way I looked. But I get to go this year and I feel beautiful, and it's so like, it sounds so like cliche and like cringe and whatever, like, oh my god, I'm beautiful now, but like genuinely, I don't want to be like, you don't know, you're not gonna understand unless you like gone through it. But like, it was such a life-changing thing, especially as like a teenage girl, where like, I'm sorry, looks are important, if not to other people, like just to yourself. Like you're gonna be dissecting the way that you look. But yeah, jeez, that was my jaw surgery. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions and I'll answer them for you.